like the OG. And they want the T on me, I swear these bitches nosy. Said he put some money on my head, I guess we gon' see. I won't put no money on this shit, my niggas owe me. I gotta be single for a while, you can't control me. Uno, those traits in a race, they can't hold me. And I show my face in the case.
Solo diaries. I will be dropping more vlogs like this and just kind of keeping y'all in the loop. I want to start off by saying thank you. To all of my subscribers and the people that have been following me and supporting me since I started the Billionaire Manifest movement. I want to say thank you to everybody who purchased the book and read the book. I want to say thank you for all the feedback that I received. It really means a lot to me because I have been manifesting releasing a book since I was in high school. I used to write books and like give them to my classmates or whatever to read. So this is something that's very important to me. So today we're going to be doing a Q&A about my book. It's called For Jazanni, A Father's Mother, that I released on August 1st, 2024. This is the first book that I've ever released. So if you can imagine how nervous I am. I told you gotta learn your lines. Learn your lines, okay? So I had a couple of my supporters send me questions about the book, and I'm going to answer a couple of them. Here, come here. Maybe I need to hold you. Come with me. What is the hardest thing about being a mom of 3? The hardest thing about being a mom of 3 is just being worried about them. I'm always worried about my kids. I'm worried about the now. I'm worried about their future. Cause I have 3 black sons. And when I look at the things that are happening in the world, it makes me scared. So all the steps that I'm taking now as far as my career, I'm taking them for the betterment of my kids, so they won't have to deal with the things that I've experienced in my life. What happened at 17 that was a pivotal point in your life that was life-changing? The birth of my first son, Jace, was a pivotal point for me. I just remember being terrified when I was pregnant with him. I didn't really know what the future was gonna be, and I was scared. I was 17, but I remember immediately after delivering Jace, I felt like a superhero. So I became that for my kids. So I would say that was definitely a life-changing experience for me. The life-changing experience for me was having my first son. What lesson do you think all the relationship trauma caused unrealistic insecurities that affected your view of life? I feel like the world causes unrealistic insecurities. The internet, just everything when you care about that. And being in a relationship with somebody, especially a sexual relationship with somebody, their opinion of you can affect you in more ways than one. So I definitely feel like all of the insecurities that I used to hold were unrealistic, and they were caused by people who just didn't deserve me. I'm just a little bit more cautious about just the way I move and who I decide to have in my space. Did you try to reconcile the ruined relationship with the guy whose heart you broke? I wouldn't say I broke his heart. I feel like the situation and the circumstances broke his heart. I feel like it's not something that I caused him. I feel like because I've never cheated on him, I didn't cheat on him and have a baby. I was pregnant with Iniko when I met him. So I feel like the result is just he wasn't man enough for me. Um, and he never left me. I left him because I feel like I'm not about to try and like force things. But I did talk about this a little bit more in detail in book 2. And well, I got into detail about a lot of things in book 2. 6. Will you give up on the hope of love? Well, I'm a lover, so I would never give up on the hope of love. I'm definitely a hopeless romantic. I love love. I love to be in love. I'm definitely a relationship girly, so I would never give up on love. And I would never let a relationship with somebody or trauma change my heart and make my heart cold. And that's one thing that I pray for. I pray to God that no matter what, never change the posture of my heart. So I'm definitely not giving up on love, but I'm not forcing it. I'm not thirsty about it. I'm focused on just being a mom to my kids. I'm focused on just the things that are important. And I feel like where I'm at now, I feel like it's time for a partner to prove to me how much they love me and how much I matter to them. So if it happens, it happens, but I'm not looking for it. Did your sister ever smash with that dude? I don't know. It's the way that they were like staring at each other or whatever, the way the vibe was. I feel like either they had slept together in the past because we're all from the same place, you know. We all from Peoria, Illinois. So I feel like either they talked in the past or they messed around in the past. And another thing too, like I had stayed up here for 3 years at the time, and I had wanted my sister to come visit me and things like that. And it was like she never came, but then as soon as I told her I was dating this guy, she flew up here. So it was weird to me. So I mean, I don't know if they slept together. I don't know if they dated, but they might as well have, because it was what it was. But yeah, these questions are crazy. um, how did the situation with your sister affect you, and will you guys ever talk again? It affected me only because I have been talking to my sister the whole time that I have been up here, just over the phone, and we had talked about, you know, just personal stuff, how things affected us in the past with like men and just childhood traumas, whatever. And I never expected that from her. I never expected that from her. I don't think that we will ever talk again. I feel like if that was very high school. If we were like in high school, then maybe that's something that we could rekindle. But I feel like because we grown, she older than me. I'm almost 30. I feel like we both knew what it was and what happened in the moment. So there's no reason to rekindle that. But I'm over it. Like I said, it's not something that I'm harboring on, but I just don't see a point in rekindling that. Like, were you able to reconcile things with Iniko's, I think they didn't say father, but they said forther? um, no, actually. Once Iniko was born, I invited him to come and meet Iniko, and he instantly went back to like relationship and try to go back to how things were, and I'm just not there anymore. So I think that kind of plays a part in why he doesn't want to be involved with Iniko, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So these questions are ridiculous. Were you born and raised in Illinois? Were you born? I'm gonna just read the first part of it. Were you born and raised in Illinois? So I was born in Peoria, Illinois. I lived throughout Illinois. I lived in Missouri. I lived in Georgia, and then I moved to Texas. So, but I was born and raised in Peoria, Illinois. So I'm a Peoria, Illinois native. And look who's asleep. So lately, I've been doing some thinking, and I decided that I will be going back to edit and publish a lot of the things that I started but did not complete. I decided that it's going to be no more procrastination and no more playing it safe. So y'all will be seeing a lot more of me. I do have an album on the way. I will be dropping books 2 and 3 of For Jazanni, A Father's Mother. And I will be kind of going more into depth about some of my traumas, the birth of the 3 of my sons, and how that, what effect that had on me. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. This, like I said, this is something that I manifested. And book 1 was an introductory for me to kind of introduce who I am and what I'm writing about. So again, thank you to everybody who purchased the book, and thank you to all of my subscribers and the Billionaire Manifest family, people who have been supporting me since I started this movement. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A. And look who's asleep.